what you really want is you want a productive ecosystem of individuals that also care about each other and want to do right by each other and understand their role in contributing to the ecosystem. Then you create something that's amazing. You create these extraordinary partnerships that allow you to prosper. And what I find is that building wealth is either really easy or really hard. It's really hard if you're using the wrong rules. It's kind of like basketball is really hard if you're dribbling a rock instead of a basketball. If there's no air in the ball and it's completely flat and it's made out of concrete, then you're not going to be able to dribble that ball very well. But you get a healthy ball and you put some air in that sucker and you get a nice floor beneath you, then it's great. It's a different experience. So wealth is kind of the same way. Some people are trying to, build wealth through the hustle culture or the get money culture or the pusheisty culture. And unfortunately, what that does is it comes with a whole lot of pain. It comes with a whole lot of problems. It comes with a whole lot of stress. It comes with a whole lot of sadness, a whole lot of tragedy, etc. Lots of people have died over money. There are people who stopped speaking to their siblings over money. There are people who are stressed out and died early over money, right? Their mental health was destroyed over money. Their marriage died over money. And then there are people who have plenty of money who seem almost like they're living in Disneyland. They're happy, they're having fun, they love their kids, they got a great spouse, and they're going on vacation once a month. And so how do you get to that world? I mean, you could say, well, it's because they're white. Well, that's not enough. That's not enough of an answer. Maybe it's because they're healthy. Maybe it's because they took the time to heal. Maybe it's because they did the work, right? The work, which is to me the most important work you do. You'll go to college 4 years to learn how to do a job, but it's weird. People they won't spend any time learning how to just be mentally healthy, right? How to just sit down and figure out like, okay, what's this trauma I'm carrying around? How's it affecting me? How do I get it out of my system so that I can move through life and eliminate stress? Like, I don't know if y'all know this, but Dr. Alicia literally has a whole class called How to Get Rid of Stress. And Lord knows that all of us can use it, right? Just because there's techniques, there's a process that therapists understand very well that can help you literally get the stress out of your body so that, things happen when things happen to you, because they always will. Everything happen. I mean, things are always going to happen to you. You can't stop things from happening to you, but you can control how you respond to those things. So I would encourage you to kind of look into that. And that was why that's what drove us to create the first ever Black Financial Therapy Department. And I keep repeating it to make sure people know, like, so when everybody else starts doing it, that's what happens a lot of times. We'll do something, well, I'll do something, I started doing stuff in 2010, and then 5 years later, everybody's doing it. And people forget, like, no, we were doing that a long time ago, right? So when in 5 years, when everybody realizes the connection between mental health and finances, and everyone else is understanding that you have to sort of heal the whole human being before you heal the bank account, then that's when you're going to see people starting to really actually do well and excel. You can't now a mentally unhealthy person, not only do they have a harder time accumulating resources, but your mental health will stop you from even protecting the resources you have. A crazy man will always lose all his money because he's going to go around and do crazy stuff. He's gonna go around and gamble it away. He's gonna snort it through snort it up with drugs. He's gonna spend it on random women, chasing love in all the wrong places, booty calls and whatnot, right? It's whatever, right? An unhealthy man can't keep no money. So you might as well not get no money. When you get money, you're gonna lose it, right? Because you're gonna do some poo shiesty stuff, right? Because you ain't never really sat back and thought about who you are and what choices you should be making, right? You haven't done that, right? That ability to sit back and reflect is so important. It's so important. How many times have you seen athletes go broke